In Lexington, Kentucky, an individual was observed attempting to unlock various apartment doors. When one door didn't budge, he moved on to another. The occupant of the initial apartment questioned his actions through the doorbell camera.
Oh, sorry.
Because I seen you just try to open my door. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Pretending to be clueless and apparently struggling with English, the individual made an attempt at another door, pretending it was his residence. Aware that the apartment belonged to someone else, the resident warned the intruder to depart or face police intervention.
You said what?
Yeah. I know everybody here.
Somebody lives there. Well, I'm saying you over here trying to open up people's doors, and I'm about to go ahead and I'm about to screenshot you and send it in the Ring camera.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, stay away from doors. If you by my door again, I'm calling the police.
Hearing the mention of law enforcement, the individual retreated and vacated the premises. A strange woman in sunny Fresno, California has developed a liking for the homeowner's Ring doorbell camera. She didn't ask. She just chose to keep it for herself. But there's still more. Like a mischievous fairy, she leaves a small note behind while swiping the camera.
Yes, I see. Where you at? By the way, can you talk? What? I'm in your house.
First of all, it is simply impolite to take anything that does not belong to you. Second, leaving a message. That too is not very considerate. Third, it's advisable to contact for assistance rather than becoming involved yourself if you witness something strange, like this camera thief. Upon hearing his doorbell, this San Diego resident checked his doorbell camera via his phone. The camera showed a supposed door-to-door salesman outside. The resident confronted the man using the doorbell speaker. The salesman claimed he was looking for the Robinsons' residence at 712, which was not the correct house. After being corrected, the salesman apologized for the mix-up.
This is the Robinsons' residence at 712?
No, you're at the wrong house. This is 721.
Oh, I apologize for that.
Suspecting something was amiss, the homeowner sent the footage to the local police department. Shockingly, the police confirmed that the same man was suspected of breaking into at least 19 homes by impersonating a salesman. However, the man has yet to be apprehended by law enforcement. In April 2021, a woman named Shayla Bryan and her husband were at their home in North Carolina when their 13-year-old son went outside to walk their dog. Upon his exit, Ring camera footage captured a suspicious silver BMW halting in front of the family's lawn. A stranger emerged from the vehicle and approached the teenager without introduction, inquiring if he resided in the neighborhood.
Honey, you live here already, Papa?
Huh?
How long do you live here already?
Despite being taught about stranger danger, the boy seemed frozen with fear on this occasion. The man's swift action, upon exiting the car, without hesitation, raises concerns about his intentions. Fortunately, the teenager's father intervened before anything untoward occurred.
What you got to ask my son?
Oh, I was wondering about the airplane noise.
talking to my son and he ain't got no adult out here. That's kind of creepy.
When confronted, the stranger offered a dubious explanation about airplane noise, prompting skepticism from the boy's father and leaving Shayla Bryan feeling uneasy. The suspect drove away and remained at large. On the night of July 4, 2023, in Azusa, California, an extraordinary event occurred. Just after 9 p.m., a Ring camera recorded a genuine hero in action. A vigilant resident spotted a sudden fire outbreak in a nearby yard and quickly rushed to the scene. With unwavering courage and a strong sense of community. This individual promptly extinguished the flames, preventing their dangerous spread. I'm amazed by the remarkable bravery and selflessness that prevailed on that unforgettable evening. In a shocking incident, a man wielding a machete attempts to forcefully enter a home in Louisiana, wearing a Mickey Mouse t-shirt, which only adds to the eerie scene.
I'm sorry, man. I thought my girl was in your house.
The incident, captured on footage from Mandeville, Louisiana, unfolded around 7:30 a.m. on May 22nd. Darren Cavalier, armed with a machete, wrench, and screwdriver, approached the residence. The video shows Cavalier cautiously surveying the area near the front door before stepping onto the porch, swinging the machete.
Is that you?
He calls out to the occupants inside and bangs on the door.
Is that you? Talk to me.
He mentions a previous head injury while waving the machete.
What's the point? You can just shoot me in the head. Right?
The homeowner confronts him, and he retreats.
I'm sorry, man. I thought my girl was in your house.
Leaving behind a disturbing scene. Around 1:20 in the morning, a Texas resident who didn't purchase DoorDash received a knock at their door for a delivery. At that moment, the only people in the house were her and her nephew, and she was asleep. She recalls hearing a metal clinking sound, but she didn't give it any attention until the next morning when she saw damage to her houses outside. She looked at the footage from her doorbell camera and the one she had placed in her backyard as a result of this. What she observed was this.
DoorDash.
The first video, which shows a woman claiming to be with DoorDash while waiting at the door between 1:20 a.m. to 2 a.m., isn't as alarming. One could dismiss this as the result of a determined delivery driver accidentally using the incorrect address. However, the footage from the backyard was really worrisome. 4 males entered the backyard at 2 in the morning and attempted to break through a window to enter the house. They probably thought they would try the backyard while the fictitious DoorDash deliverer remained outside as a distraction. But when no one replied, they probably intended to enter through the front door by ambushing the person who opened it for the delivery. Fortunately, though, the men would fail, and the backyard camera captures them fleeing the house. A dark-colored automobile carrying the 4 males and the woman at the front door was observed driving away together. Police never managed to apprehend them. The video captured an attempted burglary being foiled by a vigilant homeowner who successfully defended their property. As the homeowner opened the door, 3 individuals approached, with 2 forcibly entering while the 3rd remained outside. The 3rd individual then drew a weapon. After all 3 entered the house, the homeowner discharged a firearm, causing them to flee. Law enforcement arrested 2 of the 3 men, but 1 remains at large. I commend the homeowner for their bravery in protecting their property from intruders. While at his job, a Florida resident received a notification on his mobile device indicating his doorbell had been rung. Upon reviewing the live video feed, he observed a figure wearing a baseball cap, sunglasses, and a bandana at his front entry, alarmingly brandishing a visible pistol to the camera. The doorbell's interactive system prompted the visitor to record a message for the property owner, which he complied with. He alleged that his dog had gone missing, and he wants to search the homeowner's backyard for the pet.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Hey, just wondered if you guys saw a lost puppy. He's a pit bull, blue nose. I believe he came in your yard, but I don't want to look without your permission.
Hey, you at the wrong house, dog.
Alright.
Once the homeowner addressed the individual through the speaker system, he promptly departed without further inquiry. It emerged that this incident wasn't isolated. Law enforcement received several reports featuring a person matching his description and narrative. The individual's apparent strategy was to coax residents into unlocking their doors, potentially to intimidate them with his weapon for uncertain motives. Specifically, in this case, it seems he was unaware that the doorbell's camera had a clear view of his weapon, justifying why he openly displayed it next to a sign. Despite efforts, the authorities have been unable to apprehend him due to the concealing items he wore over his face.